Okay, good morning to all of you. Today we'll be dealing with the soil texture triangle. Now, our essential question today is, how do I classify soil based on the type of particles? There are three types of soil particles. We have sand, silt, and clay. Using the soil textural triangle or simply the soil texture triangle. So, this is the soil texture triangle or textural triangle. And this one is used to classify soil based on the percentages of sand, silt, and clay. You will see here that this is the soil triangle. Now, in the soil triangle, the bottom one from the right going to the left shows us the percent of sand. Okay? Now, while on the right side, from the top going to the bottom, it shows us the percentage of silt. And then on the left side, we have the percentage of clay. There are different types of soil shown in the soil triangle. Can you read them from your place, one after the other? Caroline, the first one, can you read this? Sand. Next one. What is this one? Read, everyone. Oh, it's too small. It's Lomi Sand. And then we have the sandy loam, and then the sandy clay loam, and then we have the loam, silt loam, silty clay loam, clay, silty clay, sandy clay, and finally the clay. The bulk of the type of soil is clay based on the soil triangle. It occupies the most space. But as I've said before, loam is the best type of soil for most plants. But not all soil in farms are loam. And I've said before too that different plants require different types of soil. Okay, let's try this. A soil texture triangle is used to, let's answer it. Okay, let's go back to that one. I need you to read that. Okay, all of us read this. A soil, everyone, a soil texture triangle used to classify the texture of soil. The sides of the soil texture triangle are scaled for the percentages of what? Okay, sand, silt, and clay. Okay, now, we'll be answering this now. A soil texture triangle is used to classify the texture triangle of the soil, or the texture of the soil. The sides of the triangle are scaled for the, what is that word? You can find that word like around the triangle. It's called the percentages of sand, silt, and clay. Very good. So remember that. So there are three particles, the sand, silt, and clay. And these are the types of particles. I included the gravel here just for comparison. Again, these are not the real size. The real size are the ones shown in the scale here. Okay, the biggest one is gravel, followed by sand, followed by silt, and the one that's so small is the clay. Okay? Just like the one that you copied from the board. Now, a soil with 30% clay, 50% sand, and 20% silt is called what type of soil? Everybody, look at the TV. So this is what you will be doing most probably in your benchmark or in your test. So what type of soil contains 30% clay, 50% sand, and 20% silt? We have a lot of different types of soil here. To do this, it would be a trial and error method. The key here is that the three lines that we'll be drawing should intersect at one point. So that's the main target. The three lines that we'll be drawing should intersect at one point. So let's begin with the first given, 30% clay. Okay? Where's clay? It's on the left side. You can see it here, percent clay. How many percent clay? 30%. So you'll see here that it has numbers. 10, 20, 30. So that's the 30 mark. Now, you will see lines here. So the line can go straight or it can go diagonal. There are two lines that you can follow. Again, the target here is that those three lines should intersect. In this case, I'll be drawing a line horizontally. But you can also draw a line like that. But if you cannot make the lines intersect, then you should erase the diagonal line and draw the horizontal line instead. Now, the second one is sand. How many percent, Brandon? How many percent of sand? 50%. And the sand is at the bottom. See that? Now, 50 is right here. Okay? You see this line here. There's only one line of choice here. Okay? So I will be drawing a line diagonally to the left. See that? They intersected. Okay? The three lines should intersect. If they do not intersect, choose another path. Choose another line. And the third one is 20% silt. And silt is on the right side of the triangle, and it says 20% right there. There it is. So, draw a line. You have two options here. You draw the horizontal line, or you draw the diagonal line downward to the left. Since I told you that the three lines should intersect, so you should draw the line diagonally down. So they intersected. So they intersected in this area here. So the type of soil is this one. Sandy clay loam. So that's the intersection. So the type of soil is sandy clay loam. Another example. Okay? So we'll be answering these questions later. So I'll show you another example here. And we'll go back to this one. Okay, now, look at this one. A soil with 9% clay, 67% sand, and 23% silt. Where is the clay? Clay is on the left side. Clay is on the left side. And it says here 9%. Open the door. Now, it says 9%. So it's below 10. This is clay. So we can either go diagonally down or we can go straight. That's it. So I drew the line straight. The next one is 67% sand. Sand is at the bottom. So 67 is almost in between 60 and 70. And remember, I have to make an intersection. I can either draw this line or draw that line. It's a trial and error method. But I'll be drawing the correct line. As an example. So, they intersected there. And then, the third one, 23% silt. Silt is right here. And 20 is here, 30 is here. So, 23 should be somewhere there. And then, I have to draw a line going downward diagonally because I have to make it intercept here. So they intercepted here, which makes the example a sandy loam. Okay? So this is how we use the soil texture triangle.